Hello and welcome back to another video. In this episode I would like to tell you about the techniques I use to make my videos and clips look cinematic, how to do that in bright daylight, how I do that in bright daylight, like the sequence you just seen. Let's roll the intro and get back to it. Question is, what makes a video cinematic? What are the main characteristics that a cinematic video should have? And most of all, how do you achieve them? What do you have to have in mind? I'm gonna list my top 5 to-do list, like to achieve that effect. Number 1, using shallow depth of field. That gives a buttery bokeh in the back and that unfocused background that gives that cinematic look. Number 2, stabilizing your footage using a 3-axis gimbal or a glide cam or whatever can stabilize your footage, because handheld, guys, that will not work, or at least it doesn't work for me. I mean, I have a very shaky hand. Number 3, you need to shoot a very high frame rate. I'm shooting at 120 frames per second, and that gives me a ratio of 1:5, so it's like 5 times slower than normal, and it gives you that buttery and very excellent slow-mo effect. Number 4, something you need to do in post-production, and it's color grading your footage during the edit. You need to color grade, giving your personal look. There's already lots that you can find online, but you can play around with color, find your own path, your own style. Adding CineBars would bring the viewer attention to the center of the scene, and rule of 4/3 can be easily achieved. Last but not least, adding sound will create in the viewer the feeling of actually being there. It can be tricky because you don't want to overdo it because it could distract the viewers. So sound is key, but it will need to be neat and transparent to the sequence. Now, let's get back to the sequence you saw at the beginning of the video. Considering the bright day, I chose my parents' garden because it could offer me shades and protection from direct sunlight. Usually photographers and video makers use a bounce board that can make a huge difference to your shots. You can pick them up from Amazon and they're very cheap. Let's say they need to be in your gear if you want to shoot outdoor in bright light condition. Of course, I did not have one with me that day. In this sequence I played around using the natural shades created by trees to gain the effect that I wanted. ND filter was key for this video. What are ND filters? Are basically a pair of sunglasses for your lens. Using an ND filter will help you keeping down the exposure without affecting any of your other settings and without affecting the style that you want to achieve. That said, I am no teacher and I'm still learning by doing, as I said. So guys, if you have any suggestion, advices, or if I missed something that you think it's important, please let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks Rox for being so patient and letting me shoot the video that I had in mind. It was in my mind, it wasn't properly developed, but it came out nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did like the video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you on the next video.